and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. This week, as you recall, we're talking about one subject versus another subject. So in contrast, in opposition of, today we're going to be talking about morally good versus holy. Now, some people would say, morally good, that don't count for nothing. Wrong. Why do you say wrong, Sister Valerie? Because the Bible tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves. So in order to love our neighbor as ourselves, you have to put out a morally good effort. You have to have some good characteristics within yourself to love your neighbor. You also have to treat your neighbor like you want to be treated. And then the Bible comes back and says, be careful how you treat a stranger because you may be entertaining an angel. Also, the Bible tells us that if you do something good, that good will follow you. So therefore, being morally good, treating a person like you want to be treated, showing a person love, showing a person respect, as we would say, that will get you some brownie points. God does count that because he told you to do that. Also, if you remember, when you stand before God and he says, well, did you feed the poor? Did you clothe the naked? Did you provide shelter? And you may say yes. Your answer may be no. But then he says, as you did it, as to the least one of these, you done it unto me. So we can't just throw people away, and say, oh, well, I'm not going to help this person. I'm not going to help that person. But where's the love of God in you? Since we all claim to love God. You love God. What? What's wrong with you? You don't love God. We all claim to love God. But then, if you see your brother with a need and just say, oh, go ahead on, be blessed. But you have an opportunity to help them and you don't help them. You don't do no morally good toward them. Where's the love of God in you? So yes, morally good does gain you something. But will it gain you an entrance into heaven to stay there? Unfortunately, no. Why? Because the word says, be ye holy, for I am holy. And without holiness, no man shall see the Father. You can't just be morally good, I'm sorry. Even though morally good is good. But you must be holy. It's sort of like yams and sweet potatoes. One of them is better than the other. One of them is sweeter than the other. One of them may even have more strings than the other. But when you go to make your prize-winning sweet potato pie, you want the best for your award-winning pie. So God wants the best out of our lives. He wants the best to reign with him. So, therefore, let's be holy